Okay, so this strategy here, we're going with the 5 second candles. These are all 5 second. And then over here, we're going with the 5 seconds in and out. And it is based off of uh, going for for low momentum. Low momentum, most likely this red line is going to be down here. Down here. See down here, these are more or less when it's down in this area, you see the reds are coming in, but then it's getting lower and lower. Okay, so I like to be, here's the mid momentum area here. This is above momentum. So again, I always say try to pretend like there's a line that's shooting through here. Some momentum is hanging down below, some are hanging up high. Usually with low momentum, they're hanging below, like this right here, that's the low. Everything that's hanging down below. And also here, I'm looking for the red when it's way down here. What I'm looking for is because when it's way down here, it has a very short ability to push up higher. Okay, so you really could, when it's down in this area, you can really get a nice big grain from that. You know, like up in here, you see the reds down there and everything right there. Okay, you do see a grain pop up here, but then next thing it turns back red. But I'm trying to say is down up in these areas is what you want to do is find a red candle that is growing, and then it bounces back up, and then when it bounces back up, it's about to shoot forward. You want to hit it multiple times. Now, what happens when you hit it multiple times is that out of the times that you hit, some of those going to be losses, some of them going to be wins. But because alpha that bounce, like when it bounced back and then you get in and you start drilling it there multiple times, and you kind of want to go like with a beat like this here. Boom, 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 boom. That's what you kind of want to do when you're doing it. In some cases, you might have to do it faster, but most of the time it's just got to be when this, like right now, when this red, I'm sure when this red was forming, even like you see this right here, when it's forming, it starts off, it grows, it bounces back, and then it grows some more. So you really want to get in when it's on a bounce back, because what happens is you start to see where a pattern of where it won't go back so far to where some of them reds, majority of those is going to work in your favor. I tried this method out here, and I was able to get roughly about 2,000 in like 13 or 16 minutes, I think it was, about 16 minutes. I was able to get like $2,000 just from this strategy. And what also is unique about this strategy, because down here is so potent, I would be clicking up on here so I can see other markets that's open, get in. And when you click on them, it shows you already where it is down there. So if like right now, if I was to drop down this menu, I click on one, I would see at the lower part of my screen at where's the MACD is at. So again, you would click on this arrow here. It's going to show you all of the other ones. And then all you would do is just click on them. And as you click on them, you'll be able to see what exactly is going on. I'm going to play this first and let you see it. And then I'm going to also show you the drop down area where it would be at. Okay. So right now we're letting it play. Okay. As you see the drop down, and all I got to do is just pick one of them. And then as I'm picking them, this down here is showing different MACD or where the MACD position is. So this one was a good one. So I said, okay, I get in there. That's 288. That's 384. That's 192. That's $96 that I just gained off of that right there. Okay. So I was at 37.94. And then we'll see what the total would be once I type it there. See if it type it there. I don't know, did I type it there? Maybe I didn't type it there, but I just want to show you that's how you've seen how much you could get in just that small time there. Okay. And like I say, hey, what it mainly is when you drop down this here, you're just looking at the MACD. If the red is going up above the mid right there, you don't want to get into that one. You want to get one that's going either down in the red or low in the red. I'm going to show you up on an example here when we go to the real chart here, which I'll be going to right now. Okay, as you can see right now, this red is running low down here. As you can see, the momentum is low. So probably if I would have tried this right here, it would have been great because the strength is very low to push up higher. So all you're doing is just wait until it bounce up as much as it's going to go, and then you start hitting it. And that's where all of that feedback come back from. Okay, so now say if I want to say check up on a, if you want to make this even bigger, you click on this arrow here. This right here, make the MACD even a lot bigger. Okay, so now you can really see what is going on. And so now all you would have to do then is get over here, click on this button over here, and you see the different ones there. Now watch what happens down here in this area as I click the different ones. It's showing you what's happening on these screens. And you can see the MACD area real easy by just clicking them. So right now I'm just going to click one of them, let you see. I want you to watch down out here. See if you see the red line is drifting down this way. You don't want it up here, you want it down low. So right now if I click on this one first, okay, as you can see the MACD changed down there. That the red line is now dropped down to over here because it's a whole different market that I'm looking at. Now I'm going to scroll down to this market. Okay, see where the red line is? That one is headed towards mid right there. You see where it's headed towards mid? It must have went up and then now it's coming down. That's not the one I'm looking for. So then I go look at this one over here. That one right there is headed towards the top right now. Headed towards mid right there, but it looked like it might be playing around some in the middle area. This one right here. This one is also heading down. Which a few of these, if you go back and check later, might be good within the 5 minutes or so, because if they're heading down, that's where you want them at. You want them to be down. This one here, again, look at it, everything is kind of like heading down towards the mid area. This is the mid area. Everything is heading towards mid. And so what I was doing, as all these are heading towards mid, that means it's going to be a bunch of them headed towards mid in around the same time. So some of these right here, what you could do, like I say, you could just see which one looking like it's really down in the red. That's what I was finding even like yesterday. Like even like this one right here, for instance. I would get on this one. Okay, now you see this red is here. Okay. Okay. I could have got in on that one when the green was building, but now the MACD is trying to cross over. It's trying to push up some. So right now I'm just going to test this one out. I'm getting into bunches right here. Okay. And right now, reason why this one right here wasn't working as well as I liked it to, because this was already ready to cross over the MACD. See how that crossed? That's the reason why I said, let me just go ahead and test that one out. It's got to be a red that's kind of not crossing. It's got like something over here would have been good, you know. And what happened, the reason why this works so good, because the percentage of those that's going to be right is going, you'll be able to get in. And then the ones that are wrong, it'd be less potential. And then it won't even have the green, enough green power to push it up. That's the reason why you want it kind of when it's, matter of fact, probably one of the best times to get in here is when it get down, just starting to get down at potatoes, where you know it crossed over to red, you know, because then, like I say, it is very hard for it to push up to a green up in the red zone. See how that red one right there is forming a little bit, but then it's curving up. Then that second one, let me just see, then it bounced back up. So that's why a lot of these candles that I'm looking for the one where the red line is already low. Okay, like right now, you see that one right there, see the red is forming? Okay, then that one turned green too, so I'm going to show you there. So whenever it's trying to go green, that means the MACD is crossing over. It's a small window. But like I said, even this strategy here is going to take some practice. But once you start, like the other day, I was able to just go through each one of these kind of things, see the opportunity, grab it real quick, see it, go jump to another one, grab it real quick. I see a red forming there, and then I would grab it real quick. I would go boom, 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 hit multiples in there, just like I'm doing right now. And as you can see, that's 576, that's 192, that's 288, that's 96. That's what I did just now, just that quick. Okay, and this is live right there. These opportunities happen all the time. You're catching the red when it's got a good, nice push in where the chances of going green ain't gonna be hardly there, and you hit it in multiples because some of those gonna be misses, but the majority of those gonna be wins.